Guys, Grillenheimer here. This is going to just be a quickie. I do want to go in more into Hill House. I watched the 10 episodes on Netflix, and I really enjoyed it. I really did. I thought there were some neat aspects to the show in itself. I want to extrapolate more on this in my next video, but for right now, I just noticed just a few things that I thought we might be able to pull out from and take from a positive perspective, so to speak. And yeah, there's a lot of language. Yeah, there's some content maybe your young kids shouldn't really quite see. Skip through it. It's rated MA for a reason. But at the same time, it's not that scary. It's not that freaky. There's a, pop scare or two here and there. And of course the one famous one, that everybody likes talking about, it even got me. And I even knew it was coming, and it just put me off guard because I was so in the moment listening to the actors. Then they all did a great job, just a great job in that show. But guys, men, fathers, this is for us, and it's for me too, because a lot of these videos that I do, I apologize, I do tend to get wordy, long-winded, meandering around points sometimes, but it's all for the content, it's all for the word, and it's coming from a Christian perspective on some of this, and normally I do work out of the Bible. I normally do pull from the Gospels and from verses that we can all relate to, that we should be thinking about how we might be able to make this applicable in our lives, etc., etc. And as I learn, I let y'all know. And if you get bored, fine, let me know. I don't, but if you want to add to the conversation, go into the comments, say something, correct me. And I've even mentioned this before. Nobody does. Nobody cares. Maybe no one's listened through a whole video for all I know. I don't know, but I still appreciate you watching, you checking this out, and I'm always trying to watch my content to some extent, watch some of the things I say, how well I say it, how well I can pull it off. Of course, I'm not using any editing whatsoever. This is all raw footage. There's no fancy, special effects. I'm not doing anything to that grandeur effect, and I apologize. Maybe I should learn to edit. That would be a good skill for me to learn. Now, what I just wanted to bring from Hill House is, and you're going to go, but Grillenheimer, that was his red door. Yeah, but Hugh Crane, the character, already had this mentality before he went into the house. This was something they apparently were doing, and they were flipping houses to get enough money to build their dream home. That's the whole point. It's just the next house they came to had haunted issues to it. There was more to this house than met the eye than met the diagram. There was more to this house than what they were seeing. And we finally get into the meat of that as the story unfolds. Now, Hugh Crane, his character is very interesting because, and I'm talking not just even the older actor, but the younger actor, Elliot. Henry Thomas. Sorry. Henry Thomas did a great job as young Hugh Crane because he always had this mentality, I can fix it. I can fix it. And he would go and try to fix it, or would actually fix it. We didn't really see him fixing a lot, but we saw him with people and working on fixing parts of the house that needed to be fixed. Windows broken, wood that needed to be taken down and rebuilt. He had contractors come in and people, doing repairs and whatnot. etc., etc. Um, and then there was the issue with the unknown hole in the roof and the water and the mildew, and what was up with the mildew. And apparently it was everywhere. It wasn't just in this one spot, somehow way down in this like basement kind of crawl space that they ended up really concentrating on, or they couldn't sell this house whatsoever. But that, guys, that's a mentality we all need, and something I need to incorporate in my life as a father. And every day I feel like a new father. I've got a teenager, and a preteen now, and my parents aren't getting any younger. My dad has done a lot for me, and he's still around, and he still wants to do as much as he can, and he's getting tired easily. And I'll admit, he's over 70. Okay, and I have got to be able to stand on my 2 feet. I don't rent. I don't have an apartment. We own a house ourselves. And there's a lot of responsibility when you own. And when you own, you are able to fix things on your own most of the time. Now, what we need to do, guys, as men, is we need to show responsibility in our work, in what we're doing, in fixing things. It is our job as men, no matter how sexist you think that sounds, we have got to learn to fix things. And I'll admit, even in my family, my wife knows how to fix more things than I do. Does that hurt my pride? No, not really. Not too bad. If it can be fixed, it can be fixed. If she wants to get in there and fix it, let her get in there and fix it, Don't stop her. If she asks for help, help her. I mean, she's got a more how-to kind of mentality than I do. I had that upbringing. I had that opportunity for that. It was there, and I learned some, but I didn't just get in there with my uncles and my dad. I have one uncle, but I have 2 uncles, and my dad and his dad, and get in there and do things as a young boy, preteen, and teenager as I could have. I could have been a lot more proactive in learning and soaking up their knowledge on fixing things than I did. And now as a new parent, I say new parent, like I said, my teenager I've got a teenager, and your kids, no matter how bad they act, no matter how bad they talk back, no matter what they're thinking for the moment, or letting their emotions rule them for the moment, we still have to be able to maintain a calm sense of solid foundation and a knowledge of thought that we can fix this. And yeah, if you have an unruly teen, you want to fix them. You want to help them. They don't want your help. That's the sad part of that. They don't want your help. But always let them know you're there if they need it. They may not even come to you. Sometimes it's like wild cats kicking and screaming because they don't want your help. If they're going to fail, sometimes you have to let them fall to find where their foundation is so they can get back up again. And that's the sad fact of teenagers. Now, guys, like again, I'm talking to myself here too. I've got a lot of work I've got to do on my own home. And we want to move, and it's not been easy. We haven't had a lot of time, especially with the kids of the ages that we have. And we both have full-time jobs. It's just going to have to come down to where I'm going to have to take time off to get this stuff done. When you got a little boy, being like a little ankle biter and all around you, and he wants to get into everything but do nothing and not learn anything either at the same time, and he just wants to have fun. He wants to be pal around with his daddy, and he's at a very fun age. I love being a part of everything he does and everything that my daughter is doing, and it's hard. It's hard to juggle two kids when you have two of them like that at that age. But they are at very fun ages right now. Of course, the oldest almost doesn't have anything to do with you, okay? And that's fine too. You got to be patient and pray for them. Be patient and pray. That's what I've been told. That's what we all have to do, and sometimes they have to find their own way. Now, I need to make this quick. I've already gone on 10 minutes. But yeah, that basically, you know, if you think you can't do it, there's videos all on YouTube on how to unclog a sink, change out a carburetor of a car. There's videos on all sorts of, you know, look up your make and model of a car, and if you think you can do it, you probably can. Just make sure you have the right tools. You go through the steps logically to make sure the electricity is off, the battery is undone. Okay, we can do this. You know, sometimes it's very simple, like changing a bulb on your car, or other things of that magnitude. Or maybe you need to change out the carburetor on your lawnmower. Would be much cheaper for maybe $50, $70 instead of buying a whole nother $1,300 lawnmower, etc. I've done it before. I figured it out. I had to do it on my own. I found the right carburetor. That still didn't fix the problem, but hey, I did it, I tried it, and it almost worked. And it's all trial and error, guys, when it comes down to it. So that's all I was bringing to the table today. I hope you can get something from this. And sorry, no Bible verse today, no game. I should have had at least my joust machine here, I guess. I got it for a whole $4 from Walmart on clearance. And it's the bigger, it's the nice sized one, the number 8. I think they're numbered, number 3, number 8. Kind of hard to play, but it's fun. But let me let you go. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time, and I'm going to extrapolate a little more with Hill House and its characters and some of the good things we can take away from the new classic horror movie from Netflix. Until next time, thank you.